Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to another Blind Anime Talk. Hey, we are on a roll, especially with rom coms. Thanks to Christina because she got us into rom coms now. I guess she's in the mood, and then also, especially with this rom com, actually a fun one that Joker constantly recommends to me. And here she is.
Hello, my lovely humans. It is I, your favorite demon. yeah, I don't
She has
even
been.
know. I don't even know what genres I'm even watching anymore. I just look at something and I'm like, "Ooh, looks pretty. What's the summary? Ooh, interesting. Let me watch." And I don't even check the genres. And then I get curious and I'm like, "What is this? Is this rom-com? Is this?" I'm like, which has just been in my memo. Like sometimes I know what I'm watching, other times I'm
Hmm.
like, unless like the show actually tells me, I'm like, all I see is romance. I don't know what this is. Looks cool, whatever. It's pretty.
Well, yeah, because like for a good couple of anime talks now, Christina's been recommending well, we have actually been doing a lot of rom com movies and shows now. For some weird reason, but then it works. You know,
yeah.
uh,
No, no.
people.
We will review whatever the hell we want. There's no
True.
unless there's any recommendations, which I
I don't see anything, so trust me. So I
exactly.
haven't
No,
seen
I'm saying anybody
it.
that follows me, if one day you decide, hey, like Joker should maybe talk about this one because maybe you like it and you want other people, or you're unsure whether an anime is good because for some reason you are relying on me to recommend what to watch, which I have no idea why would you do that. But
Yeah.
regardless, you can hit me on Twitter. It's at Joker underscore Alice 72, or even in I don't know, comment sections on YouTube, the Instagram, which is Joker underscore Alice. Like I don't know where you can reach. I don't know, maybe
It
I don't know,
depends.
maybe
What do you check more?
um I will admit Twitter, but that's mostly because of the stupid people that sometimes I read about. Just saying.
I don't really read about stupid people because my feed is mostly accessibility, gaming accessibility, fighting gaming stuff, and yeah.
Oh, I get accessibility. It's just from time to time. I don't know why I get certain stupidity of humanity. That because it's not happening to me. It's fun to watch. Anyway, because
But
there are
yeah,
too many people here.
yeah. So we will continue season 2 of Masamune's Revenge, guys. Plus, I did enjoy it, even though I do have my biases since uh, after certain episodes, and I was yelling at the phone. Why? Why not her? Why not her or her? But why her? Why does it have to be her?
yeah.
I know
So
it's the anime, but then why her?
yeah. So for anybody that wasn't here when we had the last stream, and you need a bit of a recap of what is Masamune Kun's Revenge. Basically, the anime is about this guy named Masamune Makube, who vows to get revenge on this girl named Aki, all because when they were children, she rejected him because he was in love with her, and he used to be a chubby kid, and then all of a sudden he became jacked, ripped, and hot by all the females at the school, all for to make her fall in love with her and to reject her. And that is basically the premise. There's side stuff here and there, and we covered it all in the first season, some of the things that ends up happening. But this is just a recap for anybody that for some reason didn't watch that one and is tuning in on this one. I don't know why would you, but what do I know?
Hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so, do you want to go with the summary for season 2?
Oh, so season. I thought there's nothing all the same. It's gonna pick up.
Oh, hello.
Like, what do you? I guess I'm confused. Like, what would be summarizing?
Oh, then, well, actually, well, then just, oh, well, then just a quick,
Oh, okay.
yeah,
In terms of summarizing. Okay, so
yeah.
season 2 picks up on the whole fiasco because a new character towards the end of season 1 shows up. It's this they're also going by the name of Masamune, but Agase, I think. I don't fucking remember.
Yeah,
But
even I had trouble with his name. So yeah,
exactly. But
just
they
close enough.
are exactly. But they are a very obese. Well, I wouldn't say obese, more like chubby. I don't fucking know. They're a fat person basically. Because listen, I'm having a hard time trying to be like, but that's a reality. They're
He just looks big, okay?
yes,
Yeah.
yes. They're a big person.
Okay, so don't
And
cut likes with likes, so don't come at us, okay? We're trying. There you go.
yeah, we're trying anyway.
Yeah,
Listen,
yeah,
sometimes anime makes it very hard to is this chubby or is it abyss? Which one is it?
yeah.
Anyway,
But either way,
exactly. Oh, I'm trying not to choke.
got him.
Anyway,
Yeah.
so that happened, and then now it's basically the resolution of like Makabe's plans, kind of a little bit on kind of like not going as smoothly as he thought because not only that we had Neko that showed up and she's kind of obsessed with well,
With him, yeah,
I wouldn't say obsessed, is that she is genuinely in love with him.
yeah.
Then you have Agasa that like shows up and I feel that like so I feel that so summary for season 2 is the fact that like we're getting more into the actual like drama of things and things getting resolved. Finally he because I feel season 1 doesn't really hide it, but they never really
Mm-hmm.
explain, you know, how oh, what's her name?
Which one?
The blonde little girl, her fucking
Oh,
assistant,
I like Yoshino
Yoshino. Yes, thank you. How Yoshino like knows about his
nickname.
nickname, pig's food, and the fact that Aki doesn't know it. So we finally get a confirmation on why that's the case. And then there's going to be like finally his plan gets in motion because eventually they do start dating. We actually get to know, aside from just the fact that in season 1 we are told that influential like wealthy families will send pictures of those children for like matchmaking and ensuring that like
Mm-hmm.
wealthy families are like well matched. Aside from that, we actually learn the reason why Neko is in love with him is the fact that he
Mm-hmm.
doesn't remember her, but they actually met when they
Yeah.
were very little. Apparently, before he met Aki, he actually met Neko just through like
Yep. I
very
like during
very
your
little.
party too.
Exactly. And then there's just more drama. I guess that's the best way I can like summarize. I guess season 2.
Okay. Well, on that note, remember, spoiler warnings. It's 12 episodes. It's on Crunchyroll, and if you feel like being a pirate, go ahead.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
I don't remember if it's on any other site, but yeah, Crunchyroll and sail the seven seas at your risk, children.
Okay. Yeah, and if you feel like having an eye patch, go right ahead.
Yes.
And that weird, like a tri-horn hat thing too.
Okay,
or
What is
like you
all
want to,
happening? God damn it!
or like you want to do an like your own impression of Jack Sparrow.
Oh,
But yeah, so we warned you, okay? So if you don't want any spoilers, you can just click off a little, But if you don't care, that's cool because you get to watch us ramble on.
okay. I'm into it.
What happened?
Here I've been fighting with my setup because like I didn't see any comments, and then I'm realizing, oh, nobody is here yet, or if people are watching, they're not commenting it. So I was like, why is this jumping to this computer? And then being like, okay, I'm an idiot.
Yeah, that's normal. That's normal because sometimes I schedule this way ahead of time. Sometimes people join. Sometimes people just
No, I
watch.
know.
Like,
It's just like usual. Joker's about to fight with something, and then realizing, oh,
mhm,
it's not. It's not Tech's fault. It's Joker's fault.
yeah. So, do you want to start us off, or do you want,
Oh, you
or like
can you can sort us off then.
actually like yeah, from like the beginning to end, I liked it. It was actually nicely paced and characters have character development. even though like the first even though like the first 3 episodes in France was actually pretty funny.
Oh my god, yes. The oh my god, the France episodes. Um and
Yeah,
they're very important because it gets
yeah,
like it gets the roll bowling in for him to actually think about something because
yeah.
he's actually getting mad, and it's like so funny because they're in this school trip where they end up
Yep.
going to France.
Because that was pretty funny though.
Yeah. No, but I gotta say, as I'm watching that episode, and then because of like one of her like friends mentioning where they went, I'm like, what the fuck?
Oh yeah, yeah.
These
Because like
kids are
because
so lucky. What do you mean
yeah,
you're
right.
doing a field trip to like New York or France?
New
Like,
in France. Yeah,
I'm jealous of my life. Anyway, so
it's
like,
like
so like,
it's like are they going to like a rich school or something?
I don't
Just saying
know.
though. I know,
No,
but
yeah,
yeah,
but who knows how over there in Asia
Japan.
when they
Yeah,
well, I would just say in Asia in general when they do field trips.
yeah.
So oh yeah, so those episodes are like so funny because they're in this field trip in France, and so I guess I was trying to make sure that like he took like pictures of Aki trying to get her to stay away
Mm-hmm.
from Makabe, but like
Yep.
somehow they just couldn't stay away, and apparently she ends up her whole trip with Makabe, and it's very funny because I'm forgetting her name. However, they end up
Marie.
Marie. So they end up meeting this like very eccentric French girl. Well, they're in France.
Well,
Who
otaku French girl. So yeah, sort of a way,
I feel she's in weeb territory. But anyway, we're not
Yeah, 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 yeah.
um
Yeah.
obsessed girl with anime because she's making her own manga.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like so funny because they read it and they're kind of cringy, and so essentially it turns into this thing where like they're spending time and they're helping her make the manga, but then they kind of become Makabe becomes very frustrated with her because we basically get a bit of a flashback like storytelling of their past when they were children, and Aki obviously tells her side, which has none of the mentioning about her rejecting him, her calling her pig's food. He obviously becomes pissed. Marie has her in her head that they're lovers. It's like the funniest thing ever.
What? Hello? What?
Oh, okay. I kind of
Keep going.
stopped because
Keep going.
for a moment I was like, did he die? Anyway, so it's the funniest thing ever, and he becomes really pissed about it. And then they return. They're like reminiscing. Agase with the other two girls that are always around Aki are trying to, I guess, do a plan to try and get Makabe to stop being around her because I understand he feels bad, but at the same time, he is tricking Aki because of financial troubles that his family is having. And I understand his family is very hung up on the fact that apparently they used to be a very influential family as well. But he does not care about that. He's doing it because his sister in the hospital is in the hospital, and like he just wants to make sure that like whatever is going on with her like gets
Yeah.
taken care of. And it's very obvious that he is struggling with that because there's one moment where he's talking, I believe it's his grandma. I don't know if I'm sorry, but I believe it's a grandma.
Like his grandma. Yeah, it is.
Yeah. I just don't know which side, but it is a grandma. And
Mm-hmm.
she mentioned something about how much they're racking with keeping her in the private room, and his direct words are like, then let's just let's just move her to like let's just get her out of that private window, let's just put her somewhere that's more affordable. And immediately the grandma's response is like, what? That would be an affront on the Gus name. And
Yep.
his whole thing is like, who the fuck cares about that?
Yeah,
It's just
because like
it's
because like move from like the private like hospital room that's more expensive to like a lesser one.
exactly. But the grandma's like so hung up on the fact that like the family used to be
Yeah.
wealthy, so they're trying to come up with this whole plan because of that.
Mm-hmm.
Meanwhile, Makabe was with Neko and they're talking because she once again, it's very obvious that because she has a genuine love for him,
Yep. Genuine feelings.
she can like, what's the word, it's obvious that she is against the whole plan that he has and she does not
Mm-hmm.
agree with it, and she would rather just him be with her and trying to
Yep.
get her and trying to get to change his mind. But he is so set up in his plan that he's like,
Yeah, he
nope.
is. One
And
check mind,
then
you know.
exactly. And then funny enough, as they're having that discussion, they didn't even get to finish their freaking discussion about it
No,
because
I
all of a
know.
sudden he's like, quick, look down, and she's like, what? And then they're like running, and then she's like, why are we running? And then he's like, oh shit, it's Marie's brother.
Yep.
Because apparently they never helped her like finish the manga. I don't know
Mm-hmm.
how long they were supposed to be doing that trip. The fact is like obviously the left, and the brothers like, you left Marie high and dry. um I wasn't able to look it up, but I got very curious because
Yeah. What?
the word that he uses, like, I don't know if you noticed, but anytime the brother is referring to him, he's
Mm-hmm.
Shigawa? Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what he's saying. Shigawa, something like that. And I the whole
Mm-hmm.
time, anytime I remember this anime, I'm always like, okay, what is that word? Why is he
Mm-hmm.
using it with him?
Mm-hmm.
But he like leaves him a message, and Makobe sees that it's the manga like that she did based on their story, and Marie basically
Yeah.
tells like, you didn't tell me how it ended, so
Uh,
I made up the ending myself.
yep.
And he has this moment of like, oh, her perspective, and that's when he starts thinking of like, wait a minute. And while Agasa is with Aki at this amusement park and something, because like
Mm-hmm.
she seems down for some reason, and they're all
Mm-hmm.
thinking, it's all Makabe's fault.
Yep.
So he goes to Yoshino and basically tells him the whole thing about her perspective, kind of asks, and then he's kind of like, I didn't think about it at the time, but she had mentioned how there was another kid in the house, and he's talking about how like I had assumed
Mm-hmm.
it was just us two, And then the whole conclusion is that he's like, that wasn't you, right, master? And then she's like, of course not. And he's like, oh, good, yeah. And then she's like, how gullible can you be? Like,
Mm-hmm.
oh, yeah, because you're just like,
Yeah.
I lied. And then he's like, what? And then she's like, I'm the one who actually. And then we get the flashback, guys. Holy shit, we get the flashback.
Yep, guy. Yeah, and that's like episode 4 too.
Yeah. And we finally get the flashback, and it turns out that like way back when they were all kids, Yoshino had gotten sick.
With
so
chickenpox.
She's thinking, yeah, with the chickenpox, and so she's thinking, oh, she's all like crying,
alone,
sad, whatever, and then she hears her being all happy with somebody, and then she's like, oh, that poor kid, she found another plaything, whatever. But then hearing how like happy he is, and she's like, I thought I was the only one who could genuinely keep up with her demands. And then she's seeing this other boy that has no problem like keeping up with her demands and seems so happy. And then basically that kind of began making her
a little bit jealous.
Yes, a bit jealous. And then we get a little bit further, and even though they had to make sure that like Yoshino and Aki didn't interact, Aki still ends up getting the chickenpox, and they're like, well, she's been spending a lot of time outside, like in the yard, because she's been seeing Masamune. Which I've just been calling him Makube to like not confuse him with the other one. Which is even what the other characters do, because it's like Masamune Agase and Masamune Makube, because the anime never tells us really what his actual
name is,
family name is. All the anime tells us is that Makube is apparently his grandfather's family name.
Yeah.
But which is very interesting. Anyway, and then we're having the scene where like Aki's parents are going to get a divorce, and she's talking about how she's no longer going to be alone because she has Masamune. And that completely breaks Yoshino, because her whole stand is like, I've served you all of this time. I do whatever is asked from me. I'm always there for you. What about me?
And like, I'm loyal,
Exactly. And that made her so jealous that when she hears him calling for help and calling for Aki, since he can't see her, she does what she does, which is she pretends to be Aki, rejects him, and calls him pig's food. But then we see on her end how she like runs with this look where she realizes that what she did was wrong, because in the background we hear him continuing to call Aki, and then she basically is pleading Makube, because she's saying that like her hands are tied, only he can help her. And obviously he's having a moment of like existential crisis, because like he tells her, he's like, you just realize that what I fought my whole life has just been turned up upside down. And it was a very like I feel the anime was giving the hints, but it was a very good like reveal the way the
it did. And like I like it how like it took until like the season 2 episode 4 to do it too, because like you said, it kept like leading us somewhere, but then not really leading us, just teasing us,
Hello, Chris. Oh, thank you so much. Sorry for interrupting this lovely oh my god. Okay. Sorry for interrupting scheduled program, guys, but remember, Blind Toes Harem. Make sure to get all of your applications so you can get all of your t-shirts, goodies, and all of those promos. Get them all here at the Blind Toes Harem.
Thank you, Christina. Thank you, Joker, but there's no harem. There's no harem.
Hi. Hi, Christina.
Hopefully you're doing well, pumping weights, and hopefully your weight class was good and you made everyone else cry. There's no harem.
Yes. Well, we'll definitely make sure to have our waters. I'll go. I think I'll have mine in a bit later. But thank you for the reminder, Christina.
Oh damn, that sucks. Oh well. Anyways. But
Oh, we're so sorry to hear they took you to the wrong location.
yeah, but anyways, but yeah, like that review was really nicely done too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Then like the anime just picks up even more from there too.
Oh yeah, because he,
Yeah.
so she's splitting with him the whole, and then we cut off to like him basically just running off to where Aki is. Very
Yep.
like
Yeah. Yeah.
dramatic high stakes. Even the music changes. It's like amazing.
Yeah, cause cuts to like to Aki and Gato's date. Well, not like date, but then dinner or whatever thing, you know.
Yeah, well, they're in this. I think it's more. I don't know if it was like a festival or amusement park. I'm like, kind of seems
I,
like.
I think it was a cafe. That's what I saw. Like,
Well,
guessing
I
only.
got I got the impression that it was a cafe, and then they moved like somewhere else because they're like walking, and then you hear him. They're like standing together, and he's like, "Where would you like to go next?" And so that gave me the impression that they're like moving from location to location.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, so he's like running. Then her trio, like the girls, they try to stop her. They show like a picture with him and
Yoshino.
Yoshino looking a bit, I guess, like sauce, but they have no idea that it's their usual meetings for like him to win over Aki for his freaking
Mm-hmm.
revenge.
Yep.
Which we do get an interesting like moment when she is making the reveal that it was her, and he's kind of like, wait a minute, then it makes no sense. You said that you helping me get the revenge, it would benefit her, like how, and then she wants to get rid of everything, but then she, I guess, knowing how he is, she's like, well, we know that once you actually get to know her personality, like
Mm-hmm.
you know, you wouldn't really hurt her. But then she said like the whole like it's still gonna benefit me.
Yeah.
And her at the end. But anyway, so they try to stop her, and he is basically like gets through to them of the whole like, I don't have time for this. Like he basically becomes very like
Assertive.
yeah,
Yeah.
very assertive of like, because
Yeah.
they don't understand, and he kind of mentions that like Agasa is not what he appears like
To be.
yeah, and he's tricking, and then but then because he becomes so assertive, because he says that apparently they like let him through. I don't know, because they cut from that to more of like the date between Aki and Agasa, and then he just like shows up
Mm-hmm.
out of nowhere. And then we have the moment, the reveal of like the whole thing of like that apparently her impression of Makabe when they were like younger is so ingrained in her that
Mm-hmm.
even though Yoshi recognized him immediately, and Aki still to that point has no idea that it's him, and they're like arguing with
Gato.
each other of
Yeah.
who's who. Makabe punches him, and then gives this whole thing of
Speech.
like speech. Are you kidding me? If you wanna date someone, then date the
Date
real
me.
thing. Date me.
Yep.
Kind of like
Yep.
what? And then they're going to this whole thing of like, who are you? Who are you going to believe? And Aki goes like, Agasa, and he's kind of like, yeah, and then she's like, let me finish. You have cleavage.
Oh yeah. I know this part was so funny because like truly that part was so like was funny because like the whole time he's like the speech, hey, you should date me, I'm the real one.
Yeah, and then they have this moment where they're kind of fighting up Rio, and he's like, "Who are you going to believe, this phony or Miyaki?" And then she's like, "I guess at you," and he's like, "Oh, I knew you would make the right choice. You're a smart girl, Aki." And then she's kind of like, "Let me finish," kind of like, "Please let
Yeah.
me." And then she's like, "You have cleavage?"
I know.
And it becomes this whole funny moment. She gets up, a guy finally gets revealed that like it was never a he, it was a she. And then she like runs off. Oh my god,
Yeah.
it is the funniest thing ever, guys.
Yeah, it is. So if you watch that scene, guys, like you would get it for like fully too, because like we're explaining it, but then just watching it yourself, just it, it's a
Exactly,
funny
because
scene.
we are trying to also like give the dialogue of like what exactly they're saying, but like we don't remember everything, and so like you'll get like
Hmm.
full context of dialogues, what they're saying, the
Yeah.
emotions, because it's the greatest thing ever, especially because after she like runs off and leaves, Aki then is kind of like, oh, okay then, I will, I'll do you a favor, and he's kind of like,
Yeah.
oh, like so what favor you, and then
Hmm.
she basically quotes him, and he's like, having this like momentary moment of like, oh, I did that.
Hmm.
Shit.
Yep. Because because I like how I like Wakabe's character is like he's just like like oblivious for certain things, and it's still consistent, but then still funny at the same time too.
Yeah, and I think it's because like he just gets so heated in the moment, and then
Yeah.
it's which this is why I can more or less relate to him, because it's those moments where like you're in the heat of the moment, you go or you don't really think what you just did, and then like
Hmm.
a second later you get the flashback, and that second hand and benefit because you realize what you did, and that's why I said the reaction is it's like he's like favor, and then oh, she calls him, and then his whole face goes like, because he's remembering, he's like, oh,
Hmm.
I did that. Shit. that is
Yep.
that is
Yep.
what, for anybody like like us, that maybe you can't see his well,
Yeah.
I could see his expression very well, but like if you couldn't see it that very well, you can't see it at all. His, because like the sound effects and just the sounds that he is making, that is the ecstasias that his facial
Yeah,
expressions
because
are
like
going
here's the
through.
thing, like even I can't see, but then even I know the like camera literally pan towards his face, and then like the oh shit look,
No. And okay,
Yeah. Yeah.
the funniest thing visually for anybody
Yeah.
that's like here. So the funny thing is like, so not only does the camera zoom
Yeah.
in for like his face,
Yeah.
um, above him in like this translucent sort of form, we
Mm-hmm.
see again him when he was in the earlier pose, and then in that voice when they're like showing you a flashback more in like five, because he's recalling what happened, and you hear him saying again this the speech as he's going through like the facial expressions, as
Mm-hmm.
the camera is zooming to him realizing like, oh, I fucked up.
Yeah.
But then they finally, it becomes official, and they start dating.
Yeah. And plus, like after that, like episode, like everything just picks up, like the whole beginning, like to date and awkwardness too, and then like Valentine's Day, then Japan's White Day too after their Valentine's Day too. So yeah.
Oh yeah. We'll definitely
Yeah.
talk about that later, Christina. The
Yeah.
anime is good. We're talking about the different things.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I know it's very interesting, because as soon as they become a couple, like a lot of girls start, I guess, confessing to him, because they're all
I
now
know that.
sad that he is no longer a eligible bachelor.
Yes, and then like that one girl was like, "Thank you for the bottle."
Oh dear God. This is why I love anime, but at the same time, I guess it's like secondhand embarrassed moments, and I'm like, remind me again. why do I like this shit? Because like anime just has these like weird things sometimes with
Mm-hmm.
characters and showing us. I feel the
Mm-hmm.
worst out of humanity at times
Mm-hmm.
and how like
Mm-hmm.
obsessed, creepy, crazy people can be. And that girl that was an extreme example if that can happen when somebody their their
Mm-hmm.
love basically becomes obsessive. That way they have they have the
Mm-hmm.
different there are things in Japan and there's the one that frankly I very rarely do I end up liking in characters, and if I do, it's because the either something's wrong with me or the character something with the character's background and how they look that I'm like, okay, I guess I can get past that you're a yandere because normally I do not like yanderes. They're like
Mm-hmm.
my least favorites out of the dairy types. They're my least favorite.
Mm-hmm. Archetype.
Yes, and it's because of the fact that like there's obviously different levels to it, but majority of the times in the level that anime shows us is the very insane ones
Extreme.
of like extremes of like I will kill any other person that tries to get in between our love, and then I'll end up kidnapping you and doing some like homestuck shit with you. Uh, it's weird. Anyway, and I don't know, like that girl was just weird, and even him, like for Makima, his whole thing is like he just wanted to get out of that situation as quick as possible. He was like, "You're crazy."
Yeah. Yeah, he's like, nope, I gotta go. But then,
Exactly.
yeah, but then like I do like how like from Sister Review, and then also also showing Gato, in like the hospital with his sister going there too. Then his sister goes, hey, what happened to your face? He's like, yeah, I got punched.
Oh yeah, but it looked because I did not, and until they actually showed us, I didn't. We're never
Yeah,
really like told out of his family, so like it's not until we see that
yeah,
episode that we see that he's downplaying. Well, she. Oh my god, she's
yep, sure.
downplaying the situation and saying it like that because I don't know. At this point, I just thought maybe that it was similar to Maki, where like maybe the sister's
Mm-hmm.
only like maybe a year or 2 years younger. There's not that big of an age gap. But then when we actually see her and we see that like, oh, there's a significant like age gap.
Mm-hmm.
Like she's much younger than
Mm-hmm.
her, and that's why I think
Mm-hmm.
she downplayed it to that explanation. Because
Yeah.
even her voice, when you hear her, it's like, um, oh, I forget the name that she uses because she doesn't use
Mm-hmm.
her full name, and I don't remember what
Mm-hmm.
her first name is. But she's like, what what happened to your face? And it's oh yeah, me with this voice where like you okay that's a child.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Oh,
um
but the guy's character's name, like the guy that is always mistaken for a girl.
uh fuck
What's
I
his
said
name?
hold on I said his name in the last stream.
Is it
No,
Kenta?
it's not Kenta, but you're close.
Ah,
No, not Yosuke.
what's his name? Because like,
Oh fuck! I was saying it so much in the last stream. What was it?
yeah, because like he's friends with like Makabe, but like yeah, because like the whole time watching, dude, this guy's the MVP. He knows every uh you know restaurant, cafe, whatever, sweet stuff, or like bakery. Dude, this guy is like MVP.
Well, I
Yeah,
mean, yeah, he just knows everything. And then obviously,
yeah,
like I mentioned that
mhm,
the little thing in the when we're doing the summary, we get
yeah,
that flashback episode where it's
yeah,
revealed that like Neko and Masamune had met when they
yeah,
were little,
yeah.
and apparently she wasn't she wasn't Slim Girl either when they were kids. Maybe
Nope,
that's why he doesn't remember.
nope, nope, nope.
Yeah, I feel like the only ones that were like the same in terms of appearance is Aki and Yoshino, like they don't seem to be
Mm-hmm.
different. But then we get shown Masamune, and he was obviously like chubby. Then
Mm-hmm.
we were shown Neko, and not only was she chubby, she seemed to be like extremely shy, not
Mm-hmm.
knowing really how to interact with people. Oh my god, I was like, she was adorable. That's all I kept thinking. I was like,
Mm-hmm.
okay, I understand, even though
Mm-hmm.
I was always like not necessarily rooting for like a certain amount, but I was like, he's gonna end up with Aki. But I can understand why there were a lot of people that were like, oh, do your revenge, but like please end up with Neko because like she's cute and she genuinely has feelings for him. And when I
Truthfully,
saw that episode, I was like, oh, you're adorable.
truthfully, okay, yeah, because like I'll explain my thoughts about it, like because like but besides her too, there's like one other character, but then like well you know what, why not? Even though like we're mostly gone through like all the episodes already, but either way, but truthfully, I was really rooting for either Neko or like Yoshino. You know,
Yeah, but it was obvious. That's why I wasn't really rooting for anybody because
yeah.
it was not.
I know, because like the anime wants you, it's like, hey, it's
Well, they're
Aki, okay?
trying to get
Yeah,
you to as if it was like some sort of like
yeah,
love triangle, but I was like,
but no, not really, because
exactly. I was like, I was like, it's gonna end up one way. And then it's very
yeah,
interesting because they start going on dates. There's like very funny moments because obviously she has her appetite.
yeah,
He barely eats. And there are even moments where like I guess not to upset her, he like forces himself. It's like very funny because he just ends up making himself sick.
yeah. That plus, I'm like, dude, you work out so much, dude. You can burn it off, okay, man. So, you know, just saying though,
He can burn it. Oh, he can burn it off. The problem is because
yeah,
I was definitely relating to the episode. Here is the problem.
yeah.
He was trying to match her like the way that
Her
she
pace
eats.
though, yeah, yeah,
Yes, her not only her pace, her quantity. And when you're somebody like that who works out so much, they only eat a certain amount. Your over time, your stomach
shrinks.
shrinks. So what you
Mm-hmm.
were able to hold before, you can't anymore. And that's why, like, just watching that, I remember just feeling bad. I was like, going through those moments for my face. I remember it with me going like,
But
oh my
it,
god, why did you do this to yourself?
but then, but then, like, it was funny though too, because like he ate so much, and then she's like, nope, don't do it. Don't
Oh yeah,
don't try to
she's
match
even
me.
and yeah, he's even
Yeah,
advising her, and then she's like, wanna lay down.
yeah,
It's kind of cute, and she kind of
yeah.
like eventually mentions like you know you don't have to force yourself to eat as much as I do. Like I just want
Mm-hmm.
the company.
Yeah.
Like
Well, yeah.
very sweet moments, and then apparently because I don't know if it is because like they start dating, he's going through some puberty stuff. It's just very interesting that all of a sudden he's like breaking out in hives, I think it was.
A rash.
Yes, yeah, that's like to me I say hives because like the way that he
Actually, either or, because like yeah, because like,
well, it looked like the way that the show presented it looked like
but it does say
hives.
hives though, more than a rash though.
It's exactly, and that's the impression I
Yeah.
got after because I watched the anime before this happened to me, but um
Mm-hmm.
after like rewatching before this, like rewatching some of the scenes,
Mm-hmm.
it's high because I've gotten hives myself now
Okay.
now
Okay.
twice in my lifetime because of reactions to stuff. In my channel, maybe I'll open up one day about that. But anyway, so I kind of have an idea of how they are, and that's why when I see him break, I'm like, those kind of look like hives. But I don't remember if in the show they say a rash because I think the doctor says. But it was just very interesting that he's freaking out. He's trying to figure out. He's like becoming stressed. He's having to go to the hospital. Neko's kind of concerned because he's not really like opening up to people about it. He's
Mm-hmm.
like hush hush, and then because she is still kind of going to the hospital for checkups.
Mm-hmm.
Which, oh my god, I forgot to mention this one detail. When Marie's brother like confronts him, it's very funny because she goes like, um, "Don't worry, I'll um I'll I'll bum it as a distraction." And then she was like, um, "You're healthy, remember? Like I don't think you can make
Oh
yourself sick
yeah.
and come out." And she is, I love that she is like, being healthy is inconvenient.
Yeah. It's like, why? Why do I have to be healthy again?
And it was like, oh my god, woman.
Oh, I like the scene where her and Aki and then because like in Neko, you know, like in like the cafeteria, is like, hey, you should break up with like a Makabe, okay, you know.
Oh yeah, so they have that moment because this whole time he's not really confining in people, and so
Hmm.
he's
No, he's
going
not.
through that breakout thing, rash, hype, whatever it is, because the anime loves to have these characters go through certain things medically, physically, but they don't really explain like what the hell's going
Hmm.
on. It's more like, here's the thing, I'm leaving it to the viewer's interpretation. That's why my interpretation was hives, but it could be rash, it could be sits.
True,
I
but
don't
it could be
fucking
both,
know.
man. Either or.
Exactly. Because the doctor tells him like, "Oh, you're going to like extreme levels of stress." They're like trying to ask him this question, and I was like, "Ah, yeah, okay,
Yeah.
that's kind of odd. Maybe, me." Then and then I'm like, probably all that
Yeah,
fucking
because
working
like,
out, and the fact that he barely eats.
yeah. Plus, like, yeah, so they talk, and then like Aki's like, yeah, I saw his was it workbook or not diary, but
Oh,
where
okay. It's
everything.
because
Yeah.
they're like spending so they're going on different nights, and then they even, I believe is that they end up spending like Christmas or something.
Oh yeah. No, no, thanks for reminding. Yeah, it was her Christmas Christmas Eve birthday date
Oh
thing.
yes, yes,
Yeah,
because like her birthday is like, I don't remember if it's close or if
unlike the
it's right.
24th.
Oh yeah, so it's on Christmas Eve. Yeah, yeah. So they had planned that for them to spend
Yeah.
because contrary to how in a lot of countries where Christmas Eve we think about like, spending it with family,
Mm-hmm.
and then the 25th to spend it with family. Um, in Japan, it's a little bit different. In Japan, the 24th it's more seen. Oh my god, I can't talk. For couples to spend
Mm-hmm.
Christmas together, and then on the 25th, that's where they see it more of like, this is the day to spend it with family. And that's why in a lot of anime
Yeah.
you'll see them depicting a bunch of like couples being together and couple things on Christmas Eve instead of a bit focus on family. But anyway, so they're going on this adorable date. Oh, it's the cutest thing. But I think he has something. I don't remember what happened, but they end up at his house together. And while they're in his house,
Oh,
I don't remember.
I like his like hives or something or rash, like it breaks out, and then like he runs away.
Oh yes, yes, because I believe they're like in his house. They're having sex.
His house, and then like in his room. So
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. So he ran because he goes to the bathroom to try, and then she's left alone in his room, and that's when he. I don't remember if it was a general. The point is that apparently, why would you do this? But apparently, he had written down in like this journal type of thing his
Mm-hmm.
whole revenge plot, and
Mm-hmm.
step by step, and so she saw that. And when Neko confronts her in the cafeteria to break up with him because
Mm-hmm.
one, she doesn't agree his whole like revenge plan, and then because he actually confided in her
Her.
about the hives rash reaction thing, mostly because I think it was that like he was going to the hospital and she was having her check-in, so she kind of like sees or he's having to, and she kind of like learns or sees that he's going to the hospital, so she gets concerned of like, are you sick with happening? So I'm like, no, not really, but this. And she's like,
Mm-hmm.
I think she tries to talk him out of it again, and he's like, nope. And she's like, okay, I'm, he doesn't tell her, but in his head, she's already made up her mind of like, okay, I need to talk to her then.
Yeah, yeah, because that's the other scene that I like too between like I like those two because like Aki's like, yeah, I know because like I read his journal thing too, about
Yeah,
the whole,
because
yeah,
Neko is basically like she is
yeah,
um pouring her heart
yeah,
out, and kind of like it was the whole
yeah,
thing of like, do you actually love him?
mm-hmm.
Um, and then there's this whole thing because they went on
A couple of dates,
Valentine's, a couple of dates. He had actually tried to get her like this white date thing, and then
yeah,
he
a, a bag of sweets, like
yeah,
I think like
oh, it was,
cookies,
yeah, it was very adorable, and he gives it to her.
yeah,
But then for some reason, when he does that, she decides to take him to all of these different places that he is like, what is going on? And then they actually accidentally end up running into one of his old bullies.
actually, like she asked Yoshino, like to find out the information for his bully,
Oh yes, that's right. Yeah, the information, and that's why she purposely took him to all these
yeah,
places. So to him, it looks accidental, but it was all planned.
yeah,
Because I think later on, they have that confrontation. They kind of like him to have the closure, and although she had accepted the bag of like sweets with that even had like this like angel thing that he had gotten, it was like all very sweet. She basically like gives it back to him, and she proceeds to break up with him. And
yeah,
I think that's where she kind of like admits to like, that was not coincidental. I actually had Josh, look it up, and I planned like
mm-hmm.
for you to do this. And he's
Yeah,
kind of like, what? And then they have the whole breakup, and he's kind of like not understanding, because I think by that point when she breaks up with him, I
mm-hmm.
think that's when he had the realization that like he was no longer thinking about
The
the
revenge plot,
revenge plot generally. And I
mm-hmm.
think that's why his body was like reacting, because like the doctor said it, you're in like very high levels of stress, and that's subconsciously, I think that's what's happening, where like he's not thinking about it, but I think
Yeah, he
subconsciously
is,
he's kind of is, and he's not realizing that he's having this whole internal dilemma of like, oh, we're dating now, like she is in love with me, or like we're getting to that point, like I'm gonna have to break up. But then I think deep down he was really something like, I don't want to break up with her.
mm-hmm.
And I think that's why he was having those like high stress levels.
Yeah. Oh, another good scene was with like Aki and Yoshino when like and then like when Yoshino confesses, it was her.
Oh yes. And then the very interesting is
Yeah,
after that scene, after he like,
yeah.
well, after she breaks up with him, he worries everybody, because he basically just disappears and goes back to apparently where his grandpa lives.
Yep, yep.
Um,
That was totally rad. I was like, okay.
yeah. But then Yoshino ends up tracking him down.
I know. It's like I'm like, okay.
And then it's very interesting because like they have a talk. She tells him, and then we have this moment where, because apparently he finally, after they have the talk, he like comes back, and they have
Yep.
this scene where like Aki thinks that like Yoshino had confessed
Confessed
to
already.
him,
Yeah.
and now they're like dating, and she's like, oh, you don't have to rub it in. And then they go to school, and then basically it's this whole moment where like that one scene in season 1 where she like makes him go through all of these like different things and finding letters to basically give him a like, fuck you, I'm not gonna give you my email.
Mm-hmm.
It was a very like fun reminiscent to that, but a very like genuine cheeky for her to like read his actual feelings. And then this time they actually start dating for real. No like revenge plot or whatnot, because like he finally came to realize, oh wait, I actually like this girl.
Yeah. Yeah. So
Like I still know, and no, it wasn't like, oh, actually, I was like, oh, I still like this girl. That's why it affected me so much. The fact that she rejected me.
yep. But truthfully, since all that, I would prefer either like Yoshino or like Neko.
I understand that, but I'm telling you, like as soon as I don't remember when exactly it started, like what year it was, but the year where all that came out was only the first season. And I
Yeah.
started watching the anime that my mind, I could already see through it. I was like, yeah, you know, and especially like as later on, my brother went on to read the manga, and he's the one that told me a few things before the anime cut up. I was like, yeah, I feel at the end he's gonna end up with her anyway, because I
No,
could
I know,
tell.
because even I knew that like he was gonna end up with Akino, but then it'd have been like it's something different too, you know.
Yeah, because I feel that like the show made a very good way to showcase that even though other
Yeah,
times he was doing it because he wanted his whole um
revenge plot.
revenge plot, there were moments where like um it was very obvious that like he still had feelings for her, and he's not
Yeah,
over, he's not over her.
yeah. Oh,
That's why I was like, he's gonna, even in moments where like, you know, he's telling Neko like, oh, I don't really like her, like I'm just dating her so then I can dump her, and
mm-hmm.
it's like that is not true. And I feel that like because he's not being honest with himself, Neko's not, she is not liking like what she can see, and that's why she just kept asking at the end. She's kind of like, you know what, and until you can actually be honest with yourself and admit that
Mm-hmm.
like you genuinely, I'm just gonna continue into being and like trying to make sure that like you can't have your revenge plot because I want to be with you, and you're
Mm-hmm.
not telling me that you want to be with her. And it's like, unless you tell me that you genuinely want to be with her, yeah, I'm not letting you be with her happy.
Nope. And and that's what I liked about her too. Uh, but to me, like overall, like I say, guys, like definitely just put on your list to watch. Okay, it's a good watch.
Oh, it is a pretty good watch. The
Yeah.
characters are pretty well developed. It's a pretty good cast with some side characters and different things. The
Actually, you know,
dynamic.
also, like sorry, but like her, like a three whatever, like groupies are also funny too. So yeah,
Oh yes, her harem, as Makube calls it.
yeah, they're actually pretty funny. So yeah. Uh,
Yeah, yeah. It's a fun one. If you want an anime where like they don't make it as obvious, but it's still very concrete who the character's gonna end up with. They're definitely gonna end up with them, and you don't want to have like inside of like who is the character gonna end up with at the end, because you've had other anime where like you think it's gonna be a character and then they do a Bumblesole because the author apparently could never decide.
mm-hmm.
And you have trauma thanks to a very well-known anime out there, then this is a safe wash, I would say. Yeah, I used to I hate that Vampire Knight did this to me, dude. I used to love like the love triangle anime, and because I hadn't seen one in so long where they don't
Sorry,
make it.
Vampire Knight Yuki annoyed the heck out of me. Sorry, but yeah.
Well, there's a reason. And I'm part of this part of the fandom. There's a reason why, you know, even though canonly we know who she ends up with, the people the ones that people end up shipping is Zero and Kaname with each other instead of with her. And I will admit I'm part of the fandom.
Truthfully, I would rather Zero and like Kaname might as well just date. Cause like, sorry,
That's the
but
thing. I'm part of the
you sorry.
fandom that ships them, and then episode 12 of the first season, I'm telling you, not that any
Because
favors. I feel that
like
they did that on purpose because they knew what type of fan base they had at the time.
here's the thing. Okay, I rarely agree with like Joker and probably Vika too about this, but for this anime, like Vampire Knight, I'm gonna agree with them. Those two. Okay, sorry.
Well, then
Yuki
again,
just
I feel that aside
Yuki just
from like
sorry.
whatever
Yeah.
we want in terms of like the romance, I feel that like Bika and I are like the the shippers of the group, and sometimes I will admit we
Don't
may
deny.
have
You
the
guys
feels.
are okay. You guys are
Oh, we
okay.
definitely are the shippers. It's just I don't know how full she is because I can't claim this of her, but just based on a few of the conversations we had, and I know at least with one ship she's two ships she's definitely on board with this. But I am definitely the residential
Shipper.
BL boys love shipper. Well, I'm a shipper in general, but I do a lot of boys love shipper too. Even when there's like straight couple that I know who the kid's gonna do, my mind can help and be like, you know what? I know
Yeah.
you're supposed to end up with the girl, but like you have so many good moments. With
No,
the
no, like because here's the thing. I don't mind your shipping and Vegas too. It's just like especially for Vampire Knight. Sorry, but Yuki just annoyed the hell out of me.
and that's why a lot of people
Yeah.
just ship Kaname and Zero. But anyway, my point to the whole thing was that
Yeah.
I used to love those types of animals with the oh my god, I don't know why I said animals. Anime. I can't talk. Anime
Uh-huh. Do you
with
have to worry about something?
no
I'm kidding.
no I am not a furry. I have my limits. I have my limits. The only type of like animal things that I like is when it's human with like animal features, like wolf ears, cat ears, fox ear, but they're fully human, and all we see is like fox ears, cat ears, and like
Bunny ears.
Yes, that is as far as I go because I do this whole. I know I do not like it. Anyway,
Yeah.
then there's nothing wrong with that. It's just not my cup of tea. Anyway, what I was trying to say is like I used to like those type of anime. After Vampire Knight, I can't trust them. There's one I've
Mhm.
been trying to
Mhm.
finish because it's so good, but because it's a love triangle, my mind is going like, I hope you don't end up being like Vampire Knight. I hope you don't end up being like Vampire Knight. I hope. Please just give me an answer. Who is she gonna end up with?
Yeah, so that's why like besides this anime that has good character development and then mystery to it, because like we discussed like this one already way off stream because yeah it was the quintessential quintuplets. That one did a very good
Oh
job.
yeah, that does a really good job. And I mean, the thing is, as far like this is anime talking about, as far as I know, like the source material hasn't gotten there yet. But
Mhm.
I noticed my pattern when I want to watch these animes and I just can't handle it.
Mhm.
I go and spoil myself.
Mhm.
And I'll just be like, okay, and then be like, okay. So they're not doing the Vampire Night dance. Okay, thank God. Although the quintessential that's different because that's a harem, and harems they never do
The whole
that bullshit.
love triangle thing.
Well, it's the bullshit. And then I feel that like
Yeah.
that. I don't know if that author ever really intended to like have Yuki actually choose one or the other, and I feel that like
Mhm.
they dragged out who she's gonna because after some time, a lot of us that were reading the mangas, we were all admitting to it at the time. I'm reading this just to know who the hell she ends up with.
Mhm.
Like I think there was a point where like the story is good, but what's happening in the story is kind of like also like a little bit like overrated. You don't really
And like it feels like it's like dragged out way too long.
yeah, especially some of the stuff that ends up happening. And it was like who and then when the children thing happened, that's when you're like, oh she oh god fucking damn it, why?
Mhm.
Anyway.
Yeah, but either way, yeah. So truthfully, like besides this anime, then the quintessential, and then like hold on, I think like these are like my. Oh, actually, wait, and then the other one. What's the other one? The cutesy high school one.
Cutesy high school.
Uh, Oh, something love as wars. What's that name?
Oh, what love?
Love is war.
Kaguya-sama.
Yeah. I think like those are like my top four for now.
Well, I love the
Yeah,
my love
Dikage-sama.
story, which I'll probably end up rewatching it just to do a review myself. But my love story with Yamada Kun and a bunch of the numbers that I could never
Hmm.
remember.
Oh,
And I remember.
I like a 199 or something.
Yes, thank you. I just always remember the beginning. That one, that one's a pretty good watch
Hmm.
and serve romance. And for any gamers out there, there's a lot of gaming references.
Hmm. Yeah, so definitely guys watch this, okay, for sure. It's really good.
Yeah, it's a very like fun watch, relaxing. There's a bunch of drama, romance, high stake. The music is pretty good, honestly.
Hmm. Oh, you know what? Like I like a Futaba. I like the class rep is also funny too.
Oh my god, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I again, I had my issues like I said in the previous stream
Hmm.
with her feeling, but I feel she's a very good supportive like a friend
Hmm.
character, uh,
Hmm.
and she's just there supporting him on whatever he does, even though
Yeah.
she's also a shipper of a certain priority.
Yep. Especially with him and the like the sweet whatever cake guy together. Even though she didn't mean it too.
Oh no, she definitely
I
means
mean,
to.
yeah,
Because
I know.
before
It's
the
funny.
play, when they're going to study, she starts and it's weird because they have one of like, I didn't know you were, and then when she's like, we're gonna study, and she's like, oh, where would you? And he is like, it's not
Yeah.
like that. Get your mind because he knew where her mind was going, and
Yep.
and then we had the whole Snow White play sort of thing that she wanted,
Yeah.
but
Yeah, I know.
listen, I don't I don't fault her. Um, I don't like it because of the specific, the specific characters involved. Because like Travis wanted,
Yeah.
but I don't fault her because I will admit if it was certain ships that I have, I would definitely be supporting her and like trying to make this idea happen. Just saying.
That's fine. That's fine. Because hey, I ship more of Makabe either with like a Yoshino or like a Neko anyway. So who am I to judge?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh.
What?
It's a fanfic idea I just got. I have to write it down when we're done before it leaves me.
Okay. Well, on that note, like yeah, definitely guys give it a watch. Definitely recommend for sure. So yeah, so give me a like and subscribe. Any last few notes or comments, Joker, before we go?
Um, it's a very fun like roller coaster. If you like this sort of rom-com wave and you don't have at least I don't know, if there was anything left out of the manga. I mean, if anybody wants to go read the manga, you can, but I don't feel that you kind of have to, like, because everything gets wrapped up. As far as I know, I don't remember if there's more after that whole episode where they're like, they confess, they actually start dating, blah blah blah, and we get a little bit more. But so
Mm-hmm.
far, I feel that like the anime does a pretty good job of like resolving everything, and it's a
Mm-hmm.
fun watch. And again, if you slowly, I'm getting back into the hang of things. I know I haven't been uploading so much, but I've been still showing up here. I've needed to sort some things out on my end with my own schedule and my own
Personal stuff.
yeah, personal stuff. Thank you. Just some personal stuff going on, but I am trying to get back into it. So if anybody wants to follow me, it's at Joker Alice. And then on Twitter, if you want to follow there and give any recommendations for, I don't know, any anime anybody wants me to review, talk about, or if you, I don't know, if you have any ideas for anything you may want to see me do. I'm open to like hearing suggestions. If
Shipping
it's
deals.
yeah, anything you may want to, if it's between my scope of what I can do and what I'm willing to, I definitely I am willing to ideas. I'm not against that. So again, the Twitter is at Joker underscore Alice 72. If for some reason you prefer Instagram and you want to reach out there, that one is at Joker underscore Alice. If you want to keep up to date with my fan fictions, even though that's been another fiasco that I haven't been able to
Chapter 8.
update, I'm working on it, sir. I've been dealing with personal stuff, so I will admit I haven't. I've kind of neglected it. But if you want to read that and a few of the other ones that I have there, you can go to either Archive of Our Own, and over there it's Joker underscore Alice. Or if you prefer Wattpad for whatever like insane reason, you can follow me over there as at Joker underscore Alice 2.
Yes, and you guys know me already. So yeah, I don't need to say like and subscribe because I already said that. Ring that notification bell, and for your gaming needs and anime talks and the mukbangs and wherever crazy fun weirdness in this little corner that I have that you guys somehow enjoy. Hey, thank you, because without you guys, I wouldn't be here. Even though I still would be here, but then I would be still in this very, very tiny corner. But then this tiny corner is starting to be a little bit bigger of a tiny corner. But yeah, so I want to thank you guys for sure. And hey, it wouldn't be without you guys, and Joker and Vika and Christina and Nicole too, for like this crew for Blind Anime Talk mukbangs. Hey, that I wouldn't be here too, because it's fun hanging out with them and
Don't
nerding out.
forget all about the Blind Toes Harem. Make sure to get all of your applications so that you can be part of the Blind Toes Harem.
Please don't believe the rumors.
BTH, BTH, BTH.
Bye.